Neza reka nkubwire ngo weekend nziza bamwita all the way DJ Pius ari kumwe na my brother, the legend, my father, my motivator, the one and only Jose Chameleone, all the way from Kampala. Aje hano Chameleone ntago bijya bingora kuko ni Kinyarwanda aracyumva. Nshatse nakora ikiganiro mu Kinyarwanda, nshatse nagikora mu Giswahili, nshatse nagikora mu Cyongereza. Everything is okay. Karibu sana bro. Pius, umeze neza?
Meze neza cyane.
Mbere yuko njya kuri Chameleone ndagira ngo unkorere summary. Ni imyaka 25. 25 years. Ya Dr. Jose. Mu muziki yafashije abantu benshi, yakoze ibintu byinshi ariko ntago nshaka kubivuga. Ndagira ngo ukore summary, describe Jose Chameleone muri 25 years in the
I can't manage. that's very hard.
And if you describe me wrongly, I'm going to kick you off the show.
All right.
You can go ahead, my brother.
Wow, that's a very big task. And a very good question, by the way, because it's very unexpected. First of all, he's a legend. Let's first put that on the side. But before, I remember when I was like in P6 or P7, that's when I first had Mamma Mia.
Yeah, sure.
That is before Leon Island. That is before he started mentoring other musicians. That is before Radiant Weasel. That is before DJ Pius. That is before, he's a very big project that to describe it would, each topic, I would have to take time and lament on it, elaborate his beginnings, studying Leon Island, mentoring people, the Mayanja family. I don't even know how to, that's why I'm saying it's very big. Even him himself, I don't know if answer it, Joseph.
All right. No, I have his questions. Don't worry.
It's any chibazo gikomeye cyane.
You will not even say the 2 years. What you're saying is just 1 year. The last 25 years.
Well, in summary, he's a legend. He's a musician. He's talented. He's a father. He's an honorable. He's bro. No. Let me not say.
He's Dr. Jose.
I'm gonna cheat his ranks.
All right.
So I'll just say he's my brother.
All right.
I'm so lucky to have him as a brother, as a mentor, as someone that I can, give a call and ask him for advice.
Cool.
That is larger than life. That is larger than everything that you can ask for. It's a blessing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Arakoze Pius, back to Jose. 25 years in this career. How did you manage to make it, bro? Because my second question is, why people still love you?
I would say that, first and foremost, I'm very happy to be with you people.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard you said hello to the people. Me have not said hello to the people. So my brothers and sisters, I'm happy to be with you in Rwanda one more time. Thank you so much for watching us. Yes, I would say that my 25 years, precisely, it is a story of endurance, a lot of creativity, and a lot of self-confidence. I mean, talent is obvious. But let me tell you something. We live in a society where people will make you lose morale. They'll make you feel like what you're doing it the wrong way. But as long as I'm doing it my way, then it is the right way. So a lot of people come and sing and get relevant when they start to try to sing to please people anyhow. They lose originality, And I've never done that. That's why you hear Chameleone sounds the same, any other year. I'm not the type of artist who's going to just jump on a train and say, now my piano we just dance about. I don't do that. As long as my music doesn't communicate through a certain genre, I don't follow that. I'm here to identify myself as an African musician. And then why do people love me? I want to thank God for that, honestly. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I'm just grateful that God gave me that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then during this journey, what was the biggest challenge you've ever faced?
The biggest challenge was the beginning. It was a very big challenge, my brother. When you've an upcoming artist, you wake up and say, my name is Jose Chameleone. But when you say you're Jose Chameleone, nobody knows about you. Now, to break through, to become a brand, you need a hit song. My friend, fighting that, it's like fighting a needle in a haystack. Yeah. Finding that puzzle on how to get onto that high table to be famous, hello, was so much. But I would say when I got the grip of that, that has been my formula throughout. But the hardest challenge, the biggest challenge, was from becoming nobody to become somebody. It is very difficult. A lot of people would lose hope and die out there. But at least for me, that was the biggest challenge.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you don't quit?
Good musicians don't quit. Those that quit have run out of ideas. But why should I quit? This is not a football where they say that old people don't play. I'm telling you. When I get tired and I grow old, my brother's pious, even you buy me a very nice chair, I'll sing as long as mine. Listen to me. Even the Bible says it. Sing and be happy. Sing all your shadows away. So for me, as much as I sing for you people to enjoy, I'm also singing out so many things. So there's not enough money you can give me to stop singing. There's nothing you can give me to stop singing. Nothing.
But there are some people who stop singing.
When they run out of ideas, they stop. They write music and it doesn't go nowhere.
Not financial.
Music is not about finance. Music is about, okay, of course finance comes in the production and the recording, but precisely, people only quit when they don't love what they're doing anymore. But I love what I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Pius, uyu munsi uri kumwe na Chameleone cyangwa na Jose, mvuga ko ni East Africa, ariko nk'indirimbo tumaze kureba agatako.
Yeah.
Hari ikintu iba yarazanye cyangwa se hari n'ikintu iba yarafunguye.
Yeah.
Iyo dusubije amaso inyuma, but that time agatako yasigiye iki branding nka Pius, ariko yasigiye iki branding nka Dr. Jose, ariko noneho n'ibihugu byombi, Uganda and Rwanda.
Jewe, my foundation, because that was my first song as a solo musician. It was my first ever song. So it,
After Two For Real?
Yeah, after Two For Real. Yeah. It was the first song that I ever did as a solo musician. Yeah.
Was it easy? Jose kukwemerera collabo?
Let me tell you, me and Jose were like, the connection was automatic.
It was natural.
Yeah, it was very automatic. Because remember, I was a DJ. So it's not like I was someone who's just new to the industry. I already knew the industry. I was just venturing into music and production and singing. So when I saw him and the opportunity came, bro, it was automatic. There's nothing you would tell me to change my mind. It was enough.
You know,
and
it was me pushing Pius to do the song. Can you imagine?
Why?
He was saying he's traveling back. I told him, bro, before you travel, let's finish this.
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
by the way, the time I met him, I felt like I don't want to sing anymore. Because we had a group here that I was singing. I was singing with my friend, and then he went to do his masters in Australia. I was like, maybe it's not my, it's not my thing. Let me just continue DJing. I manage musicians, blah, blah, blah. So when we met, actually, we had come with Charlie and Nina. They had a show. And it was a Rwandan event, and I was DJing.
Yes,
so they were performing. And then all of a sudden, I was like, hey, let's do a song. Like, a song. Like, but it's Chameleone. I have to do it.
Budget.
Yeah. So, that's how it happened. It opened doors for me. It is still opening doors for me because he's here with me. Yeah. You see, that song is always going to be there. It's a very special song. About the two countries, of course, it's not even about that song. Rwanda and Uganda, we have always been connected. As you said, if you speak in Kinyarwanda, umungu tuganiye mu Kinyarwanda.
Arabyumva?
Amakuru yawe. Ndakomeye cyane.
Mike.
Urakomeye?
Ndakomeye cyane. Uzanjyanira Nyamirambo ejo dusangire?
Ndahazi Nyamirambo.
Hari.
We're going there tomorrow.
So byumva se?
So barabyumva nagwa mumenyera.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Nice. Pius, are you happy with our movement in Rwandan music? Before that, I tackle Ugandan music. Are you happy?
Very happy.
How and why?
Because the improvement is very visible. You have to understand that our industry is very young. If we are counting years, we are not even 30. We don't even reach 30 years. So a young industry like that, to be getting gigs around Kenya, Uganda. You can ask him. He's a clear example of how it is difficult to cross from your country to another country and be respected, or even get a job. So if we can manage to do that, it means that we're doing something good. And you can see it video-wise, production-wise, audio, collaborations, young musicians who are coming through. How long does it take them to penetrate? If it used to take us 3 or 4 years, now in 1 or 2 years, a musician is already a star if they are talented. Yeah, so I'm happy of the industry, and the strides are very good.
And what makes you happy about the artist, our own artist?
Oh, what makes me happy? I think it comes from our culture, but the melodies are good. Rwandan melodies are really good. Catchy melodies, composition, and of course our language, because we speak the same language. It's also an advantage. You have to understand the whole country. So, yeah, we are lucky. Like, for example, you in Arua, they don't understand me.
I know.
That's a big advantage.
Impako yawe?
Amoti.
Amoti, ta amoti.
Amoti. Tepako yanje amoti. Kasomero huko.
You know that language?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice. In 25 years, Dr. Jose, what was or what is the purpose of your legacy?
No, we are not going to survive.
No, it's okay. By the way, no, I like it when I get challenges. Yeah. When people ask me, when people dig the best out of me. No. Well, I'll be honest with you. The purpose of my challenge, of my legacy, is one, I'm a living example. I'm a testimony of God's power. How God can manifest in a man like me with a lot of talent. That is one part of my legacy. Two, I'm a manifesto that people can rise from nothing to something. So when somebody down in Kigali, in a small house, looks at me and relates with me, that means they relate with my story. So that means I give them hope that they can also one day become who I became. Yeah. That is my legacy. Right. You must remember that my music is living music. Never in my life have I sung music that is going to live for 2 days or 3 days. That is the concrete of my legacy. Even up to today, people know Jamila. Yeah. People dance to Shida za Dunia. Actually, I envy my music sometimes that it is going to live longer than me. Because even when I'm gone, my music is going to live. That's my legacy. Yeah. Then the last part of it is, God gave me a beautiful family. That's my angel legacy. Right?
Nice one.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes artists are selfish? Sometimes, because of the career, because of the achievement they want to achieve?
Yeah, a lot of artists are very selfish. I'm pretty aware of that. I won't call names, but there are artists you see that God has blessed with a lot of chances and abundance, but they don't want to help others. I won't call names, but I've seen so many of them who are very, very big on international platforms, but they only do it themselves. Yet when God gives Pius a chance to walk in, bring in other people. For me, I believe that if I have my candle and it has a light, and I light yours, I still have my light. Actually, when I light yours, the light becomes even brighter.
And why sometimes we are selfish?
People are selfish because they're not confident. When people are disconfident, they are selfish.
So if I help Pius,
he thinks that if I sing with you, you're going to take his space. If I give you a song, I might not have another one. That's why they become selfish. But when you're confident with yourself, listen to me, I've been working with people. Pius is my brother. I love him so much, he knows that. I even know his family, I'm an uncle there. Listen to me, if I was selfish, I wouldn't bring people like Wiz on Radio and blah, blah, blah. But I am confident. I am confident that when I build another artist, someday he's going to build another. I want us to be many of us. Yeah. There are lots of artists that are very selfish. I won't call their names, but if you're a selfish artist, I hate you, I don't like you.
Yep. Nice. Pius, let's talk about the management we have nowadays.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the management we have in this Rwandan music?
We don't really have many. So it would be very difficult for me to say that I'm happy with it because we don't really have a lot of management. But the few that we have, you can see that they are trying, even with very limited I would say capacities. I don't want to say monetary-wise, because we are limited in some aspects. We are limited in population. We are limited in entertainment venues. We are limited in just the industry is also connections we can build, but we don't really have a big industry. For example, if I come to Uganda, one night I might work in 3 places, which is very difficult here. Yeah. So we are still building an industry where facilities like venues and places that can earn us income are still minimum. So that is a challenge on its own. But management-wise, they try, but it's very hard to invest where you don't harvest. If you invest somewhere, at least at the end of the day, or you project yourself, you say in 10 years, I want to be earning something from the tree that I planted. I want some fruits from it. If it doesn't bear fruits for you, you'll be discouraged. So sometimes that's where you see managers invest in musicians, and 5 years later, they stop. But I think the direction is good. Our country is going in the right places. Development is everywhere. You can see it. In very few years, we are going to be in a very good place.
There are some people on social media. You know, social media nowadays, everyone can just give out what he thinks or what he wants. They say that investing in Rwandan music, it's a worse. Do you agree?
I saw it. I saw it. It's not just Rwandan music. Okay, let me tell you.
Any business.
They should have said, why are they saying in Rwandan music? They should say investing in a talent or a musician. Because if you're investing in a musician, why are you just looking at the territory?
Sure.
Why don't you just expand him, take him somewhere else, take him to Nigeria, let him compete with other people? That means you cannot afford to push him across Rwanda, outside Rwanda. So if you're still projecting yourself in this small country of ours, which is even landlocked, no, my brother, you have to open your eyes. Music is very good example. He's here. Yeah. The first time, 10 or 15 years ago, every East African country was playing he was even being played more than the musicians here, musicians in Kenya, musicians in Tanzania. Why? Because music is a language that everyone can speak. Is a language that everyone can speak. So it has no boundary. Yeah. So if you want to invest in someone, don't put a boundary on that person. You understand? So invest in that person, push him outside the country, collaborations, earn money from other countries. Don't just limit yourself. If it's the worst, then you don't really know the business you're venturing into, so then don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So back to Jose. Wakati huu acha kwanza tuongee Kiswahili kwa sababu uliwahi kutumia uliwahi kufanya nyimbo na Professor J. Yeah. Sitaki nikuulize nyimbo ilikuwa nyimbo gani ama twende kwa mwaka huo ama enzi hizo. Lakini nataka unifafanulie Professor J ni msanii wa aina gani kwako na Afrika Mashariki?
Professor J is a big artist. He's a giant. Actually leo nilikuwa nazungumza na hapa Yasi, nilikuwa namwambia Professor ni mwanamuziki ambaye tumewahi kuingia na studio, alafu nikaona mtu ambaye ana talent kama yangu mwenyewe. Professor J is another thing. He's another problem. Hata juzi kuna ngoma moja ambayo tunaenda kutoa.
Nimeona picha Feroz.
Mimi Professor J na Q Chief.
Q Chief.
Yeah, inaitwa Ebeneza.
Okay.
Tofauti moja, yani unajua alikuwa mgonjwa miaka miwili. Sauti yake imepunguka kidogo, lakini idea zake bado anazo. So yeah, Professor J is a giant, bro. He's a giant.
Lazima tumheshimu kiaina gani?
Sana tena. Mheshimu sana tena. Professor J is Professor J. Hamna Professor J mwingine.
Nice. Ndio maana umeamua kuimba kwenye lugha ya Kiswahili.
Mimi
Kwa nini?
Kwa nini? Unajua mimi nilipokuwa mdogo kwetu Uganda lugha ya Kiswahili ilikuwa inatumika na wanajeshi.
Kama hapa. Kawaida.
No, ni kweli, lakini unajua kwa Uganda it was even worse.
Right.
Ndio sababu ukikutana na mtu Mganda ukimuuliza kama anaongea Kiswahili, maneno ambayo ataongea ni vitu vidogo dogo kama toa viato, toa mkanda, utakufunga vitu kama hivyo. Sasa mimi nilipoanza kuimba nikaamua I wanted to revive Swahili as a beautiful language. People didn't speak Swahili in my country. Ukiongea Swahili unasema wewe military itakuja hapa utashikwa. They'll think you're a rebel or something. Yeah. So for me, mimi nikaamua kutumia Kiswahili ila nikirudishe kama lugha ya kawaida. Yeah, it is the people who use watu ndio walitumia vibaya, lakini Kiswahili ni lugha ya kawaida. It is a beautiful language.
Nafikiri hata ilikusaidia kujulikana.
Yeah, but na mimi nimeisaidia sana kwa sababu nimetembeza dunia nzima. Yeah, I've sold Swahili all over the world. Imenisaidia mimi na mimi nimeisaidia, nimeifikisha mbali pia.
All right, nice.
No, it is the truth. Sikiza, mimi sikuzaliwa Mswahili, lakini sasa hivi tunazungumza Kiswahili.
Hata sisi.
Kinashangaza sana. Pesa mwenyewe wanashangaa. Nikienda Tanzania, nikienda popote napokwenda.
Sisi nimeona posti zako huko Tanzania, hata interviews.
I'm proud by the way. When I speak Swahili, I feel very proud because I learned it.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Poa sana. So in 25 years, have you achieved what you wanted to achieve?
I think I'm halfway.
No way.
I need the other half.
Come on. Halfway in 25 years, bro?
No, honestly speaking,
all right,
I have achieved quite a lot.
Okay.
But the most important things that I've achieved out of music, can I be frank with you, is there are about 3 most important things. Music has made me very many friends. Very many friends. Now I know there are so many friends outside. They're looking at me on the TV like, hey, yo, Mone Chameleone, hey. Those are my friends. That's what music made for me. Then 2, I've been around the world. Music has shown me around the world. How else would I be in Japan? How else would I be in South America? I would never. Yeah. Music has traveled me all over the world and shown me so many different cultures. Then, the other part of it is music has made my life. Not only me, but even my family. Yes, I discovered that we are singers. My family is depending on music. My father is happy that we are musicians. It has made my life. What else would I be?
All right. That's nice. So
imagine if I was in this room and I'm sitting the other side and you're the one this way, and I'm asking, maybe I would have been you.
Yeah.
And me, and you
become
me.
Dr. Jose.
If I give you Jose Chameleone, you'd run away.
Bro.
Lucky.
Nice. Before I come back to Price, where do you see Ugandan music? Are you happy with Ugandan music nowadays?
On an honest opinion, Ugandan music has been taken by the wave.
This is your opinion?
Yes. And I'm telling you my honest opinion, and I'm talking as a music general.
All right.
I'm not talking like an amateur. Ugandan music has been taken by a wave. When we started this, I mean, I don't claim to say that music has to be stagnant. Music has to be diverse and go wherever it has to go. Okay. But music in Uganda, to be frank with you, that's why you say the oldies are coming back. Because the latest generation, people are making it sound like it's so easy to sing. People are now going back to the making beats mostly than making lyrics. And that's what, for me, I did when I came to sing. I fused nice beats with good message. Now people today, the producers are actually focusing much more on making danceable beats. And the artists are just mumbling on top of the beats. But I don't want to say it's taking the wrong direction. Maybe it is resting there, and maybe it's like you're walking in a journey. And you find where there's a shade and you sit a little bit and rest a bit and then you walk again. Maybe Uganda music is resting for now and it might walk again. But in my own opinion, they're making it, the artists are trying to make it feel like it's so simple to sing. It is not just like that. That is why you see that in Uganda we have a hit that lasts for 1 week and it goes a week, every other day there's a hit.
And it's because of what?
I think it's also social media has a lot to play with it. There are a lot of young people on TikTok. That's why today you see everybody on TikTok wants to sing, which is not a bad thing. But they should know that not everybody can sing. But you know, when too many people can't sing, then can singing becomes singing.
Yes.
But what we are trying to do, still, what I still emphasize is I'm still doing the music that will be identified as Uganda music. Uganda music is losing identity. That's the crown of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to come back? The
I
identity?
told you, it's like walking a journey. Now Uganda music is resting. Maybe it is going to walk back again.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will. It is just, music keeps on rotating.
All right.
Take an example, like here. A few years ago, music was in, the dominating music was from South Africa. As I grew up. Then after South Africa, we stopped listening to South Africa, we started listening to Congolese music. Hey, then eventually music went to Nigeria. No, actually it went to Jamaica.
Yeah.
And then we danced to dancehall. Then we went to Nigeria. Do you realize that music is running back to South Africa again?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You understand? So when it goes from South Africa, there's a time when Congolese are also going to come back again. Hey, it's like really, we are sharing.
And what are we going to do to compete with them?
No, the only way we're going to compete with those people is stick to our identity. Because when you sing on a piano, you're not South African. You're actually becoming an ambassador of a culture that is not yours. When you sing Sukus music, you're not Congolese. So you're becoming an ambassador
Of that
a
culture.
music, of a culture that is
culture.
not yours. That is why you see so many hip-hop artists in Africa have not made it. Because hip-hop is not African. Hip-hop is a culture in America. You understand me? That's why when you listen to Lucky Dube's reggae, Alpha Blondie's reggae, it's African reggae. People should learn to sing music that they can identify and say, that is Kenyan music. That is Tanzanian music. That is, by the way, let me tell you something, Rwanda has totally done that thing. I can listen to this and know that that is from Rwanda. Your music has shaped into an identity.
So we are trying.
I am telling you the truth. Now, people should, you can play around with your music any way you want it, but make sure you preserve your identity. Hey, people used to tell me a long time ago, Chameleone, why are you not international? I said, no, you don't sing in English. That's what they used to tell to me. And then recently, people like them would have come, they're not singing in English. And they blossomed in Swahili. That's what I could refer back to what Pius said, that music is a language itself. But let me tell you, you've not heard of Congolese sing on a piano. No. They are stuck on their music. Falipupa is stuck on his rumba.
Yeah.
That is what people should do.
All right.
Hey.
Nice.
The Nigerians sing their music. Me, I don't hear what they sing. All I hear is the beat and a few words. But people here are struggling to learn pidgin. Come on. It is not bad. Enjoy your music, but play your music.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Pius, arabivuze, at least he's happy with the sound we have so far.
Yego.
Ariko se, we keep that sound or we create more?
Ariko nk'uko yabivuze ireme ahantu bishingiye hose imizi kutibagirwa imizi, the creativity has to come from the roots. We have a very beautiful culture. The dancing, the melodies, the instrumentations, inanga and stuff. Let's fuse it, let's evolve, but then don't forget where we're coming from. Yeah, that is the only way.
So sometimes we forget our culture.
I know it's trend, people try to do what is trending, but we can do what is trending, but don't forget where we're coming from. Yeah.
You know what I'm laughing about?
What?
There's a guy who told me one day that people who just follow the trend are like people who follow a car that they don't know where it's going.
A car.
It's like sitting in a taxi.
Yeah.
And
when
you don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
The trends transcend and they go. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I want us to highlight a certain thing what Pius said. Pius talked about the luckiness that you people have one language as Rwanda. That's a big advantage. I wanted to supplement, but you guys are still talking. You see Jamaica. The population of Jamaica is about 4 million. Only 4 million Jamaicans in the whole world. Look at their impact.
Yeah.
So I refer to that because Pius said that management should look beyond the borders. You see what I mean? That's what the Jamaicans have done. They know there are few of them, but their management looks outside to create more market.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that is very important. I just want to supplement on that.
All right.
Yeah. So when you do that, it does not just help you to get an identity, but it helps you to also get a fan base from your own country. So nk'uko ubizi nyine iyo ufite ahantu hera, iyo ufite isoko iwanyu, n'ubundi ufite advantage nyinshi ko wagenda hanze ukabasha kubikora kuko ufite support mu rugo bakumenye support, you have the numbers, so niyo wagenda hanze bavuga ngo okay, this is a person from Rwanda, he's already established in Rwanda, so it's very easy for you to get even a collaboration or someone to be related. If someone wants to tap in your industry or they want to tap in your market, then they come to you as well. Ariko byagorana nyine ugiye guhera ahandi iwanyu batanakuzi. Yeah.
Doctor, if someone says this to you, what comes in your mind? This one I'm going to say. Valu Valu, Badilisha, and Kuma Obwesigwa. These 3 songs, what comes in your mind?
Okay. For me, when I listen to my music, people won't believe this, but people who surround me like Pius. I'm being honest, you see Pius here. He will tell you so many moments he shares with me that people don't see. Yep. My brother, I want to tell you that there's music that I also sang, that sometimes when I sit alone in my car, for example, and I'm emotional, I've listened to my music and cried one day, to my own music. Yeah. And I'm like, when I listen to the 3 songs, the thing that comes into my mind, I think, I start to wonder, how did I get there? How? You wake up and say, Sina Valu Valu. What was on my mind? Was I mad? I'm being honest with you. Sometimes I also walk out of Chameleone and I'm like, hey.
No, but yeah. Well, if I can also ask you a question.
My brother.
What's behind the creativity then? Where do you like freestyle? Okay. Where does it come from? Is it divine power? Or
I'm going to tell the true story.
Yeah.
Now, but I'm going to be summary.
It's okay.
Okay, Valu Valu specifically, I had recorded Jamila a long time ago, a Zouk song. So one of my producer friends called Pade, calls me, Pade man, yes, he tells me, the one who did Agatako. He calls me and tells me, Chameleone, I want you to come and bless my studio. I've started my own studio. Come and bless me. Wow. So I was picking my son from school and passed by Pade's studio. Pade told me, I didn't mean blessing to just only visiting me. Let's do something. Why don't you sing Zouk again? I told him, Zouk, I don't want to sing Zouk now. He told me, no, let's try Zouk again, Chameleone. I have a Zouk feeling that I can give to you. So my son is sitting on the other side of the studio. That time there was a girl in Uganda who was disturbing me a lot. Maybe I disturbed her first and she decided to disturb me so much. So this girl was following me all the time, calling me, and I didn't pick up the phone. So I'm in the studio, she's calling me. I'm pressing the phone busy. So I told Paddy, let's start. I said, it's been a long time. I said it's been a long time. Meaning it's been a long time since I last did a Zouk song. Oh, take a day. I said, it's been a long time. I was meaning that it's long since I last did a Zouk song. Wow. Now, when I was starting to sing, this girl flashes into the studio. Joseph, I tried to call you on me. And I told her, well, anyway, Acha Valu Valu. That's how it came. Acha Valu Valu. For me, I was meaning like stopping this. What do you mean by Valu Valu? So I started singing like that. Bira Valu Valu, baby. Now, that's how it came up. And then Paddy told me, that sounds good. So I started continuing with it like that. Nice. Now, Badilisha, there's a time when I used to be very stubborn in my home. Mm-hmm. No. I used to go out. We had just gotten married, but I used to live like I was not married. I go out for shows, come back very late in the morning. I did that so many times. So one day my wife tells me, Joseph, you didn't marry me to keep me at home. If you don't want to come home, tell me I should go back to my father's place.
But delay comes in.
Ni kweli. So one day I woke up.
All right.
I came back late. One day I woke up. I came back late, found Mama Abba sweeping the compound. She told me, welcome back. I said, thank you. I entered the house. That is about 9 in the morning. So I slept. When I was sleeping, I woke up and she was sitting on the bedside like this, looking at me just crying. I swear to God. She was just crying. I felt so guilty. I couldn't stay home, so I ran away from home. I told my friends, just go back to the studio. So when I was singing Badilisha, I was singing what I thought she was feeling. Yeah. Toka tulipokutana sijawahi kufikiria tutachana lakini tulivopendana ueleweki unaniumiza. I was singing what I was thinking she was singing. I was singing what I saw in her eyes. Now, Kumo Wesigwa. I used to have my baby mama, firstborn baby mama.
All right.
The Muzungu chick. We're driving one day in my convertible from Mitiana heading to Kampala. Now that day I was going to Mitiana for a show. She didn't want to stay home. She thought I was telling a lie. No, you're not going. I'm going with you. I said, okay, sit in my car, let's go. So we left to Mitiana. On our way, we didn't even get the balance. The promoter cheated us. So on our way back, it started to rain when my convertible. So we converted the car. As we were driving, we found a big truck with a lot of matoke on it. And the guys on top of it, while it's raining on them. Yeah. I looked at those people and I told Mama Ayla, I told her, Mama Ayla, even those people, their wives think that they're lying when they left. Yeah. But you know what keeps their wives home in belief? Because they believe that their men are out there hustling. So next time I want you to also be patient with me. Kumo Wesigwa. That is how that word came to me. Wow. That's why I said, Wadi wonze rembula, no zanti nombera mukuchakala. Agawala isiba mukuchakala, mama wabana mbera mukukazana. That's how it came.
Thank you, my brother. That's the best one. All right, nice. I think we still have like 10 or 15 minutes before I tackle with my sister there. Mfite n'undi muvandimwe turi buze kuvugana. Josiane nawe turaza kwinjira mu busizi, turaza kuyijyamo. Ariko before that, Kamili.
Yeah, man.
Tell me one thing about the late radio.
Something. Everybody knows Moses Radio is very talented.
Sure.
There will never be another radio. Period. You know, I'm a very good singer, I'm a very good storyteller, right, Beth? But Moses Radio had a different way he sees his own world. Even me, Moses Radio songs, some of them I'm listening, I'm like, but no way. Moses Radio, a very good example of somebody watching us right there. If we're looking at this cap from this angle, so as we see different, Moses also used to see from a different side. We all see a cap.
So we see like it's black, but Moses is
that
just
was Moses. There's a song he said, that song passed me already agamba. Jokwagalana wawulado lukukwatako techiwona. Ogendera ddala ngiya lwala kokolo kulembala. How do you think like that? That love is like a disease. When it catches you, it can't heal. You die slowly like somebody who kokolo chechi.
I think it's polio.
Kokolo is cancer.
It's cancer.
Mike.
Polio or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's polio.
Kokolo, eh?
Kokoro is like cancer.
Kokolo abanga cancer. So how do you imagine like that? That love can kill you slowly, like, how? he had his own world. Eh? Yeah. So he was different. May God rest his soul in peace.
Missed him.
That's why, ever since Moses passed away, there's not been another one, and there will never be.
You missed him.
I know.
Is there any song he wrote for you?
No. And yet I wrote for him.
Sure.
Yes.
That's why you're Dr. Jose. RwandaTV versus Komeze wigiriwe byiza. Thank you so much for coming. But let me ask you this question because I know it's going to help some people, right?
I know.
What can you say about long distance relationship? Why, my brother? I got you.
No, long distance relationship is very hard to maintain.
Right.
Do you know why? Because you're believing what you don't see. You're believing what you can't touch.
Right.
And what keeps love together is the warmth, the fact that you can hold somebody like this. Right. The fact that you can cry together. But crying on the phone, and bro, it is, I think in the ratio, it is a 2 out of 10 that will work if it's a long distance relationship. It's very difficult. But it also depends on how long, not the long distance, how long are you away from each other.
Yeah. All right, nice. Last question before we tackle Kigali Universe.
Yeah, I know.
What is the challenge to be a dad and to be a musician, being famous?
It is, okay, the biggest challenge, by the way, that has been one of my biggest challenges, because it's so much trouble for the kids to differentiate between the dad and the entertainer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. For example, the things that, it's two ways, two lives. There's life outside there where people give you a lot of attention, and you don't want that attention home.
Yep.
Personally, I've had challenges where my kids think that I'm being big-headed because I'm a star. I swear to God, one of my kids actually told me, Papa, you're not a star here. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm telling him, no, I'm just trying to be me. So it's a huge challenge. And the other challenge is, media will say anything about you. And you always have to come to home to your kids to refrain it. And yet there are certain things they can do as allegations to you.
Or they can even show you what they have said on you.
Yes, and certain allegations are too old for the kids to understand. You know? For example, there's a time when I went out with some other friend of mine, and by bad luck, I was holding her hand. And but I was holding her because I'm a gentleman, she's a lady. And they were like, Chameleone's new manager, in quotes. Now your kids are looking at you, they're like, so how are you going to explain to it? You understand? The media gives you a lot of challenge. They break what you build.
Sometimes you do hate media.
No, I love media. Because let me tell you something. I've gotten used to media. They've heard that. Yeah, they've said good things about me. Right. They have said extremely bad things about me. But the best part about it is they have always said the good things are less than the great things.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So Kigali Universe, are you ready after 8 years? Are you going to perform?
My dear friend, my name is Jose Chameleone.
All right.
I don't come here to sell tomatoes. I come here to make people happy by dancing. I'm a music machine. I'm a music man.
How do you feel after 8 years, bro?
No, I was actually...
I think this is your first show?
No.
After from US?
Yeah, I know. And for me, by the way, the primary thing that I'm super excited in being in Kigali right now is I know a lot of people prayed for me when I was ill. So for me...
What was the issue, by the way?
Yeah, that is a good one. I'm suffering pancreatitis. I have a problem with my pancreas. Right. But the challenge that came about, it was now turning from pancreatitis to acute pancreatitis.
What's the difference?
Pancreatitis is still the same thing, but one is good. No, one is bad, the other is worse. The other worse.
Yeah. So what do you have? Bad?
It was, bad was turning to worse. But I had to deal with so many things. One, I didn't rest enough. I didn't feed on time. And a few other funny things. When you drink a hard liquor, I'm telling you, I have to tell those young men out there,
I know.
you have that hard liquor, but you know the consequences.
I know.
When you smoke too much, that's just another problem. So my dear friends, young people outside there, if you can't, stay away from that. So anybody, I've worked on myself. I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore. So my purpose in Kigali this time, Pius say, you know, Pius,
Alhamdulillah.
Pius is telling me a lot. He's telling me, but Joseph, that's enough. And I'm like, no, one for the road. Anyway, one of the major reasons that I'm here in Kigali is also to showcase myself to these people.
Right.
Bro, people prayed for me. I swear to God, I know that. I could read it. When I was flying to the USA, I read the comments. I was looking at my phone like this. Then tears started dropping into my phone. I switched it off. There are messages from Rwanda, messages from everywhere. So my dear friends in Rwanda, it's not even about, not about the business for me. That is automatic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's autopilot. I'm here to enjoy with my people. And let people look at me. Let the people be happy again. Oh, Joseph is back again. That's my purpose.
Last one. What is so special about Rwanda?
Special about Rwanda, there's so many special things. One, you know.
Say it.
Optical nutrition. You think I'm scared to say that?
Okay.
Rwanda has very beautiful people. It's a beautiful country. But the most special thing about Rwanda is growing too fast. Rwanda is growing way fast. Yeah. Bro, look at your country. It's growing too fast, and which is a very good thing. About the Rwandese people, they are very good people. They don't lie. They are not my people, they are good people. I like them for that. They speak the truth.
All right. Any message to our government?
Yeah,
From
the
Jose.
yes, the message is I congratulate His Excellency, Paul Kagame, upon winning the previous election.
Thank you.
Yeah, I congratulate him very, very highly. And thank you, sir. Thank His Excellency for taking this country to the heights at which it is. May God bless you. May God bless the Rwandese people. And me personally, I love you, sir. His Excellency. Bim, salute.
Salute. Thank you so much. Pius.
Yeah.
Gira icyo ubwira abanyarwanda ubundi njye ubu ngiye kwita njya no mu busizi nta n'ikindi.
Yeah, abanyarwanda dufite igitaramo. Chameleone is performing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ejo kuri Kigali, no, Sunday actually.
Sunday.
Ku cyumweru.
Tomorrow I want to first go to Nyamirambo for
Ejo
lunch.
ngagomba kujya Nyamirambo.
Ejo mfite lunch Nyamirambo nzayikorera mu marangi. Home yewe mu rugo niho hambere ibindi biza nyuma.
Okay, wabyumvise
kumuzana ka free zone.
Pale ndo nyumbani lazima mfike nyumbani hata wazazi wangu waseme jamaa anajiona na Joy. Respect.
Ubwo urumva rero urugendo nyamukuru afite nukuza akadutaramira, and we are also turishimye kuburi hano Joseph.
Yes,
Me personally urabizi ko turabavandimwe. Ndishimye cyane kuburi hano. Nta kibazo cyane. Ejo rero ejo bundi tuzabahereza show kuri Kigali Universe. Amatike ari online. N'abantu nkuko basanzwe babikora abari burebe iki kiganiro uraza guhitamo nk'abakeya turemere tuha amatike bazaze muri show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucky.
Brother, thank you so much for coming. Respect to you. God bless you and
God bless you too.
God keep protecting you. In Kinyarwanda we say Imana iguhe.
By the way, before we leave, I'm so grateful that you're okay health-wise.
Mashallah.
I swear I've never been scared. Like, cause I remember when Radio was sick, when he was in the hospital, I never took it serious. I was like, he's coming out anytime.
Yeah, man.
So when you got sick, I was like, not this
I
time.
was even scared. I saw him on the airport.
Yeah, no, me, I was speaking to people. I was calling Weasel, I was calling Black. I was speaking to everyone like, how is he? I was about to go. If he had if I had spent 2 more days, I was going to come and see you. But I'm so happy you're strong.
It's very
energetic.
strong.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Ready for the show, ready for the show.
Asante sana arakoze cyane mwita Dr. Jose. Reka tugende n'indirimbo imwe direct yahitamo ni iyo ngiyo ni yabahaye indirimbo ya Jose Chameleone bashimishe mwifuriza ko azagira n'igitaramo cyiza Kigali Universe tariki 25 hariya mu mujyi tuzamushyigikire ariko kubera ko mu rugo ariho hambere ejo ndamujyana mu marangi hariya mwereke Visit Rwanda mwereke bya bindi yavuga uko igihugu kigenda gitera imbere. The bill is on me. I will show you I have grown.
Thank you.
Alright, sarakaze cyane Dr. Jose. Twihute cyane reka tugende n'indirimbo ya Dr. Jose. Indirimbo ishimisha umuntu wese kuri RwandaTV versus my name is Lucky.